This is the video in which we are going to add courtiers to Louis XIV's court. A courtier is someone who hangs about somewhere near the person of the ruler or of the ruler's family or the ruler's most trusted confidants, and the courtier's goal is to achieve some kind of preferment, whether it's money or titles or power, from that association. As has been the case in many societies, and really all of the early modern European societies, courtiers in Louis XIV's court acted as representatives of their family's interests. Members of the royal family spent most of their socializing time with courtiers, and therefore to be a successful courtier required that you had a number of skills. At a minimum, you had to have good manners, good conversation, and good taste, as these things were understood by the society of the time, and in particular, the society of the royal family. You had to be able to entertain the members of the royal family, or at least the member with which you were most closely associated. So that meant usually that you had to be able to sing, to dance, to play whatever games that person was interested in playing, and of course, it was highly desirable to be attractive, so they didn't have to look at an ugly face all day. Courtiers have the same kind of relationship with members of a royal family that we associate today with powerful and influential people who have an entourage or a posse that hangs out with them. In theory, one likes one's entourage to be entirely made up of people who are competent, trustworthy, skilled, and fun to hang out with. In practice, you're lucky if any one courtier is two of those things. So most royals have courtiers that are sort of their friends and people they hang out with, and courtiers that actually do the real jobs, and courtiers that are the ones that they actually trust with secrets and with really important responsibilities. And sometimes these people overlap, but usually not. In fact, sometimes it's easier to control your courtiers if these functions are divided and you keep the courtiers fighting amongst themselves instead of against you. For reasons that should now be obvious, we'll be calling the Courtiers Club the Suck-Ups. Here we are with our first little group of nobles. These gentlemen, by the way, were all created by Sims Dells. I think they're buddies of his, and I downloaded them from the Sims 4 gallery. I dressed them up in clothes for my own place, of course. Oh, look at that person, dressed not at all appropriately. I'm going to have to start changing people's outfits left and right. I thought I had them all set. Oh well. So anyway, we now have a club for the aristocracy, and we're going to see how it plays. We're actually going to run through the club at the king's house. So let's take, is he the leader of our club? Let's see. Yes, we're going to take Ludwig and go visit the king. No, we're not going to find a job. We're going to travel. Travel. You're going to go all by yourself. You'll be able to call your club from where you are. Let's go. All right. So here we are at the king's court. Let's go knock on the door and see what happens. Now, he can do this because the game engine lets him do it, but in France he can do it because he is a nobleman. He can go to another nobleman's house and hope to be received. And so there he goes. The king counts as a nobleman, and the king has a large court with lots of people who hang out in it. Ludwig belongs to a group of noblemen who are all living on the same small plot of land and don't have very much wealth or very much stuff. They have a tiny castle let's see, whose tiny castle is that? Yes, it is Trunkleton's tiny castle. So they have a tiny castle, but they really all need jobs, and they need some way to earn wealth. So look at him right now. He is already mooching off the king. right? And that is, oh, what is he doing? Oh, he's cooking. But he's using the king's supplies to do it. So, pretty cool for him, because there is nothing for them to use to cook at home except a fire. They are an example of the poor French nobility. So anyway, Ludwig, I think, will call his club. We don't have very many people in it, and I had to put one woman in it. Oh, I forgot to change her clothes. Oh well. Come on. What's that? Can we start the gathering? Oh, we can only have that gathering at places owned by the suck-ups. Oh dear. I didn't realize that. At public places. That is a challenge. Will you say hello to Richelieu? And maybe you can get him... Oh, we do a hilarious icebreaker. That sounds good. Let's see how that goes. I haven't seen that.
Pinella. Fue.
Oh, it went well. It went well. So maybe he'll be good at sucking up to him. Oh, wow. That really worked well. Ooh. Weaponized joke? Sure. Let's do that. These clothes, by the way, are by Carzali. I picked these guys, by the way, to be the head courtier because Simdel's completely cheated them up. I don't have any idea how he did this, but he gave them every possible trait under the sun. So he's going to be good at just about everything, which is actually something that you want a courtier to do. And what a courtier is basically the posse of the king and of the royal family. They hang out with the royal family. They get sent to do things, right? They're the go-to guys. And your goal is to become so valuable to the royal family that you are a part of their life and part of their power. So, oh, and look at that. How clever he being. He's sucking up to Louis XIV already. Good job. He hasn't even got the gathering going yet, and he's sucking up. Where did Richelieu go? Well, he's not at the top of the building. He's not in the middle of the building. What? The servants, they're supposed to be having their own club meeting, and they're not doing at all what they're supposed to do. That is annoying, but actually fairly typical of servants. Oh no, there's no using the phone. There's no using the phone. Well, why don't you see if you can invite Louis to join club? Invite to the suck-ups. All right. They are delighted. Okay. Yeah, Louis is young and naive. He doesn't know any better. So now we can call the gathering and see what happens when the suck-ups have arrived. See how they all interact. Because, oh, I'm sorry. These are two of the guys from his house, now Louis XIV, and one of the local gals. So their main purpose, because they're courtiers, is to be friendly to the royals, to play an instrument to keep the royals happy, basically, to dance to keep the royals happy, to be funny with the royals, and to be mischievous to servants. So let's see. So Andy should be here by now. Yes, because I've got two. Andy and Devil are both members of his household, and this is also Carzali. Goodness gracious. Let's have her change into her formal outfit. Oh, this is so adorable. Listen to how they're playing together. What's his music skill? He sounded good. Oh, Simdells, you are such a silly boy. I did not cheat this guy up to level 10 on all those skills. But that's really useful, because what you really want in a courtier is somebody who is kind of endlessly entertaining, skilled, and reliable. Let's see how she's going to be. Oh, I know that you can tell that she is an alien from the way that she is blue. She's missing some custom content there, too. Let's have her... More choices, friendly... Ask to see outfit. Every party. Let's ask to see her party outfit. I hope that the thing she came in with was not her party outfit, because that does not say anything good about her style. Oh my goodness. I can see that we're going to have to do some serious redressing of Sims. Meanwhile, you'll notice that we have been gaining club points. Your club starts with 100 points, and as you do club activities, you gain more points. Now, what is he doing? He's chatting with Christine. That's not very helpful. Andy, what is Devlin doing? Devlin's playing. And so every time he plays, he gets a few more points. So you can use these club points, these club perks, for useful things. We don't need a club handshake. We don't really need popularity right now. But it sure would be good if we could, get some... Well, they've all... get some bonuses for them. That should happen soon. And what I really want is to be able to get them club outfits, right? So that I can get them... So that the women don't keep showing up randomly naked. Wow, they sound really bad together. Who is the one who's the worst? Andy is... What's Andy's skill level? Andy's good. He's good. Aha. He's pretty terrible. We're gonna have, what's his name? Devil. Go here. But, you know, they seem to be... Look at that! Anne seems to be in it. She does seem to be into it. She likes the music. So she was briefly entertained. That's good. They're doing well at their job of being suck-ups. Now, if Andy, as a loner, can't handle being around people, he's not going to be good as a courtier. He's got to spend most of his time hanging out with people in order to do that. And he's got to spend a lot of time and effort impressing people. My goodness, level 10 skill on that violin does produce a pretty good sound. But where are the royals? Why are you not around any of the royals? Ah, there's a royal there. Why don't you go talk to him? Yes. Well, do a friendly introduction. You're supposed to be friendly, right? Meet Philippe. And then meet... Oh, I've got to see what an enchanting introduction looks like. Wow. I had no idea that enchanting introduction was an option in this game. Quit talking to Philippe. I gotta see what this is about. That's great. Go to the enchanting introduction. I want to see that. Scoot, scoot. Come on. What does that enchanting introduction look like? Well, that's pretty frickin' impressive. Wow. So, no, don't sit in the queen. Okay, so anyway, you get the idea. You've got the idea of what the courtiers are about, and you've got an idea. Oh my goodness. That's very awkward. Why is it awkward? Oh dear. Yeah, well, I don't think he's going to walk away for a while, even though it says over here, very awkward encounter. It might be wise to walk away for a while. It doesn't look like he's going to tell that. I think, anyway, you get the idea. We are going to, well, I think this is a good place to end it. You can see how the club system is going to work a little bit. We've got servants, we've got courtiers / suck-ups. The peasants are going to all be in their own group. It's going to be so helpful. Anyway, until next video, goodbye!